Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube classes. In the previous part, we have studied about the structure of muscles, and in that structure of skeletal muscle, this is the diagram I have drawn here. This is the complete length of muscle bundle which is called fascicle. In this fascicle, there are number of muscle bundle. We have taken one of the bundle which is called muscle fiber, and the muscle fiber, this is one muscle fiber which has the alternate arrangement of dark and light bands, and we know that dark and light band because of the actin and myosin filaments. Actin is the light band and myosin is the dark band, are the two important proteins which are present in the muscle tissue. And the last class study ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, and the complete very detailed structure, when we look into the higher resolution of the microscope, we feel the structure of skeletal muscle. It is the outermost layer which is called sarcoplasma, not the sarcoplasma. Sarcolemma is the outermost membrane of the skeletal muscle. Fluid content or the cytoplasm is called sarcoplasma, and the endoplasmic reticulum is called sarcoplasmic reticulum. Alternate arrangement, see, you can see this area, there are some darker area and there is a absence of space, and this absence of space which is nothing but the light bands, and there is one more dark band which is nothing but the darker region which is made up of myosin. Actin and myosins, they are parallelly arranged inside the cytoplasm of the muscle bundle. And when you look into the structure of muscle bundle, there is a elastic line which separates two eye lines or eye bands, and the eye bands, they are separated by these kinds of elastic fiber, and the fiber is called Z line. This Z line bisects the two bands, and here we can better to label them as this is I band and the center one is A band. Two I bands, they are separated by a Z line, and the distance between two Z line, it is the important sarcomere. What is sarcomere? It is the structural and functional unit of the muscle bundle, and the same two successive Z line, in between two Z line, the sarcomere is present, which is acting as a structure of muscle contraction. And even the myosin, so called dark band, which is also supported by the fibrous tissue or fibrous membrane, and the fibrous membrane is called as M line. And there are some area which are not overlapped by the actin filament, and that much of myosin here, this much of myosin, this portion is called as Z zone, and the zone is called Z zone. We have seen in the all these aspects in the previous class. In this class, I will take up the very detailed structure of this particular actin and the particular structure of myosin. Even the rod like structure, and this is the rod like structure, and those two thin and thick rod like structure here we are elucidating, and the heading is called as the structure of contractile protein. How contractile protein, they are structurally different. Let me start up with this actin filament. By that, actin, it is the secondary protein of the muscle bundle, and each actin is made up of two helically arranged filaments. Two helically arranged filaments. So hope you know about the helical structure of DNA, helically coiled anta ee tara baritivalva. So here also the filaments, actin filaments, they are helically coiled. They are coiled like a helical, and they are made up of the filamentous structure, and the filamentous structure is called as F actin. F actin is the filamentous structure, and this filamentous F actin, it is a polymer. When I said as polymer, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀರಾ, all the polymers, they are made up of monomeric units, and the monomeric units are called as G actin. What is G actin? G actin is the globular actin, F actin is the filamentous actin. The filamentous structure is called filamentous actin, G actin is called globular actin. Let me draw this globular structure. By that it is possible to understand the structure easily. Even the helical arrangement of this actin, ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬಹುದು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ helical arrangement of F actin we can draw with the help of the monomeric unit, and the monomeric units are called as G actin. Clear? And very important here we should know, interestingly these polymers, they are also having one more kind of protein throughout the length of this actin, and throughout the length of this filamentous actin they are interrupted by a continuous structure of protein, and the protein which is present all over the length of this F actin, it is called as, take down, troponin. Troponin, tropomyosin. It is not troponin, it is tropomyosin. Then there is a complex protein which is present. There is a complex protein present all over the length. So not all over the length, here and there, allallallalli, it is distributed at a regular intervals on the tropomyosin, and they are called as troponin. ಅವಾಗ ಟ್ರೋಫೋನಿನ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, and that troponin, it is present here and there at regular intervals on the surface of this actin, and these are called as troponin. Hope you are getting the structure of this actin. Let me give you a quick recap. Actin is a secondary protein of the muscle fiber which is called as light band, and this light band, it is because of its light nature or because of its isotropic nature. This F actin is a polymer, and polymers, it should be made up of monomers. This filamentous polymer is called F actin. F is nothing but filamentous. It is made up of the monomers, and the monomeric unit are called as G actin. G is nothing but globular actin, and this globular actin continuously, it contains all over the length of this filamentous actin, they are having a special protein called tropomyosin. This tropomyosin, it contains a complex protein here and there. There is a distribution at regular intervals of this tropomyosin, they are called as troponin. Clear? And troponin, it is a complex protein, and this is the structure. ಇಲ್ಲ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. And let me draw the structure of the next kind of protein, which is the primary protein of the muscle fiber, which is called myosin. Important for your competitive. This myosin, it is also a polymer, and this polymer is also made up of, this should be made up of the monomeric unit, and here the filamentous myosin, this is the filamentous structure. This filamentous structure, it is also made up of monomeric units. Here the monomeric units of this myosin, they are called as meromyosin. What are meromyosins? They are the monomeric unit of the myosins. It is also made up of a polymeric structure, and each of these meromyosin, they are made up of two parts, and the two parts of this meromyosin, they are the head portion and the tail portion. Head portion and the tail portion. Here the tail portion, it is called as arm, and this head, when you look into the molecular aspects of this head, the molecular weight of this head, it is little bit heavy, and heavy meromyosin is the composition of the head of the myosin, so that we used to write it as HMM and LMM. What is HMM? Heavy meromyosin and light meromyosin. See, here we are writing the head of the meromyosin, like ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಚಿಕ್ಕದೊಂದು ಹಾವನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದಂಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, that is called head of the meromyosin. And here in the head portion there are two important sites. there are two important sites which are present in the head region. They are the actin binding site. Where is the actin? This actin, it has to bind into the head region. For that binding, it has a space, and the space is called actin binding site. And actin bind agbekandaga, it should possess the energy, and here the energy are in the form of ATP, and it is called as ATP binding site. So here we can label one as actin binding site, and the second one is ATP binding site, are the two important sites which are present in the myosin head. And this myosin head and the short arm, myosin head and the short arm, this much of the portion is the arm and this much of the portion is the head, right? Head and arm. There are this head and arm, they will take a projection outwards at regular distance, and that projection area is called as cross arm. What is cross arm? What is cross arm? Cross arms are the head and short arm of the myosin. They take a projection, they come outward at a regular distance, and the regular distance is called cross arm. So this is about myosin. Myosin, it is a polymer, it is made up of monomeric units, and the monomeric units are called meromyosin, and the meromyosin, it contains two parts, head part and the arm part. The short arm part, it is made up of meromyosin, but it is molecular, having low molecular weight, hence it is called light meromyosin. Head region, it is having heavy meromyosin. Heavy meromyosin and light meromyosin structure. This head portion, it contains two sites, actin binding site and the ATP binding site. So when you come to the function of this complex protein, so called troponin, here we will understand the function easily, because in resting position, when there is no muscle contraction, this troponin binds to the ATP binding site of the myosin. Here it is the ATP binding site. If ATP binding site is inactivated because of the attachment of this troponin, it helps in inactivation during rest. ಹೇಗೆ inactivate ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? During inactivated stage, if there is no muscle contraction, this troponin goes and binds to the ATP binding site, so that there is no spending of ATP spend ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಖರ್ಚಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಖರ್ಚಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಮಸಲ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Clear? This is about the structure of contractile protein, so called actin and myosin. In the next part, we will take up the very important phenomena, so called muscle contraction, theoretically how muscle contraction is taking place. All those things we will take up in the next part. Thank you.